Okay, everybody. Hello and welcome to
Hello.
the.
Hi, this is Phil from the Waterbowl, and we're here for the Waterbowl final 2025. The players are on the pitch, and we are actually ready to start. So we'll be switching straight over into the match. But I'll just let my co-host introduce himself.
Hiya, my name's Barney, and let's get going. So we will just quickly shout out over to the team to start playing, and we'll talk you through as things start to go. So we have Jim and his gnomes versus CJ and his dark elves.
Yeah, they may not look like dark elves, but he has assured us that they are dark elves.
The gnomes may not look like gnomes; they look like mushrooms, but they are gnomes. So as we go on, the gnomes are receiving. Oh no, sorry, the gnomes are kicking towards the dark elves. Jim did win the toss, but he chose to kick.
Okay, and it starts off with a deep kick for the start, which the elves shouldn't have too much trouble. The elves shouldn't have too much trouble getting the ball back as long as they can pass the 2+ pickup. Just so that everyone is aware, this is the current season, so we are playing the now old version of the Bloodbowl. We've not switched over to the new rules yet. Okay, looks like.
So we started off with an officious ref, and it's one of the gnomes to be stunned. And looks like we're just doing the random roll. So it was a 10, so it's just a little fella in the middle.
We can't quite see that.
So just a bit of a guide on the team. For the gnomes on the left-hand side of the pitch, the two big circles are the treatment. I think they're big funguses. There's one with a slight greenish band on it that has guard. The other does not have guard. The two little circles are the beastmasters. They both have guard, and the one with a little stripe on it that has dodge. The other one does not. The pink things on the flanks are the
Illusionists?
That's the word, illusionists. They hop around. I believe they both have dodge. And in the middle of the trees is a Waterbowl special mercenary called Takedown Terry, who's movement 6, strength 3, wrestle tackle, but I believe he's only armor 8+, so he's a bit fragile.
So this gnome team was the team that knocked me out of the playoffs. So
we all appreciate him for it.
Yeah, I do know them well. They are quite a tricky team. Everyone has wrestle, and there is enough guards to make cage diving hard.
I do believe as well on the gnome team. So the ones that are just in the middle, but at the back are the foxes. There's one basic fox, and I believe one's got a movement up fox as well. While they're playing, we'll just have a quick look at the teams. So I've got the gnomes here. Yep. So 2 trees, one with guard.
As you can see, this team has been built with one skill in mind, and that is dodge. So there's dodge on everyone who doesn't come with dodge.
That's not bad, is it?
No.
Yep. So we've got one beastman and one normal gnome without dodge. Everything else has dodge. Then as the foxes go, so we've got one fox with movement 8, and because he's an awful man, the Jiminy has. And right at the bottom we have the other fox, who is just an out-of-the-box fox.
Okay, let's have a look at the dark elves.
So it's still quite a normal thing. So do you want to go with the dark elves, Phil? You're quite familiar with these.
Because you're echoing into his.
Okay, so yeah, this is the dark elf team. Much like the gnomes, there's lots of dodges being taken because the elves obviously need to dodge a lot, and if you can do that on a built-in 2+, it just makes it a lot easier. We have a lot of side step and 2 quite unusual skills. We have guard on a dodge the blitzer, which is always an amazing skill.
That's not unusual, Philip. That is.
Okay, that is a nice to have. That is the sort of skill that you dream about, and they've obviously had to save up a lot of SPP to make this happen. But we do have a witch elf with defensive, which is an unusual pick.
Yes.
I believe the plan behind that is
So the person can't use canard, I think.
So they can sit inside the cage and stop the gnomes from just being able to walk in with their guard.
Ah, that's good, especially with the Beastmaster, yeah.
Yep. All right, we'll go back to the action and see what we've got. Okay, it looks like the ball has been picked up and has been moved to behind a fairly basic screen, and it is the gnomes on offensive now. Obviously they have the two big trees who do come with Mighty Blow and are the heavy hitters on the gnomes. Also, all of the gnomes do have wrestle, and anyone who goes on the ground will probably be fouled, especially because all of the elves are quite good players. It does look like one elf is being blitzed by a tree, and that seems to have gone through the armour. I'll just bring up the dice cup so we can see what we've actually got.
All units on objective. So you killed these guys. He's still alive, so you didn't get on.
Okay, that looks like it's the end of the turn because the one player who was stunned by the ref is now turned over. Oh no! We still have some more stuff happening. Takedown Terry has moved over to the side, and looks like a blitz is coming on.
No, I've got one left. Now game 2. So you're on 1, I'm on 3.
Okay, after playing against Jim, one of the main things that he is amazing at is just putting all of his guard exactly where it needs to be. See if CJ, who's also an excellent player, is able to just dodge around it with his elves. Just so people are aware as well, the gnomes do have a wizard as an inducement. This will be quite handy if the elves are able to break through, because you'll be able to just hit the cage with your fireball and hopefully get the ball back.
Yep, they've also got a couple of kegs, so any chaos we come back on a 2+, helps to keep the team up. And as I said before, they've got a Merkin takedown Terry. Thankfully, I'd say he's not the strongest or toughest Merc, but with the two trees nearby and the guard of the Beastman, he's can be quite hard to get to. So he's certainly survived so far.
I believe Takedown Terry has tackle. Well.
Wrestle tackle, yeah.
Okay,
so it's always good against
even just having that
elf
on the pitch can force you to have to spend a reroll on a dodge that you normally wouldn't have to. And it looks like in typical elf fashion, CJ is just prepping to move to the other side of the pitch and has moved the ball over, and will now be making a screen to keep it safe. Obviously, all of the gnomes are hunty, and that means that they can walk through tackle zones on a 3+, which means that a screen is not as effective as it could be against a normal team.
And especially with the Fox doing it on a 2+, any loose ball can be jumped in and run away. And I say, so the Fox, I think it's currently at the top left. It's like a little orange blob with pink rings around it, is the movement 8 Fox. So that's certainly the one to keep an eye on.
Okay. It was like somebody's been knocked to the ground. I'm going to assume that is Takedown Terry, just to get the tackle out of the way, and now the rest of the elves will just dodge away without having to be concerned about his tackle, and that was no pun intended. Okay, and one of the final elves has to dodge away. We'll see if that happens. Okay, we'll just need to adjust this cam because we can't actually see what the rolls are either. So we'll just take care of that, and then we can all see what's actually being rolled on the pitch. Okay, we're switching over to the gnomes' turn now. The ball is on the opposite side of the pitch. All of the gnomes are actually quite slow, so it will be difficult for them to reposition. It's nowhere near as effective as the elves. Okay, we've tried to get a nicer view of the dice cam, but we're getting back to the action now. So it looks like an elf has been pinned up against the sidelines, which is obviously a bad place for that elf to be, because you do not want to be surfed. So at some stage you probably risk the 3+ dodge out. Okay, the gnomes will just be moving over to make a nice screen to stop the elves from being able to burst through. Which means CJ will have to make a choice about where they are going to go next turn. Because at the moment, no one has done any damage to each other, and those two trees act like quite a serious roadblock in the middle of the pitch.
Thanks for asking. Great commentary there. Yeah. No one would have thought treatment would be a good roadblock in the middle of the pitch.
It is their one job. I'm just pointing out the obvious in case anyone's watching the stream who has never played Bloodbowl before.
Okay, and it's also an interesting one, especially with the gnomes, is the illusionist. So whenever you hit them, remember they can place themselves anywhere touching the player that's hitting them, which can actually be quite frustrating sometimes, because especially if you're trying to create a route passes through, they can go into such a position that if you don't get the POW, you're not clearing the route, which it's especially with the wrestle, there's a higher chance of maybe getting them down, but it's not a guarantee. You've got to think, well, what if I don't get them down? What if I do just get the push?
It is a strange thing about the gnome team. I'm used to playing against a stutter team, and if you've got block, you can always just take them down. Whereas with everyone having wrestle, it can really just slow down your plans, and all of a sudden, there just isn't the hole that you wanted to punch in their lines.
I played against them once with my Khemri. I had a block Tomb Guardian, and then I just cried because I can't hit a tree. Well, there's no point hitting a tree, and I can't hit a gnome because it's got wrestle, so it's the biggest waste of time I've ever.
Just going to stand there while the gnomes dance around you.
Thankfully, I just waited until I double skulled and then killed everything. And
the classic play.
So just talk me through, because I've been running around trying to sort a few things out the back. So where are we, Phil? So we've got the ball. Okay. Is it in the top right hand where you see it?
The ball is in the classic Vengabus, although no, the back wheel is off it slightly, but it is
very much up to CJ's own car. So that's
it is as safe as it can be against the gnomes for now. And it is the elves' turn. They seem to be trying to push down on the top of the screen, because all of the gnomes that are on the bottom of the screen will have quite a hard time moving over because of their low movement due to their short little legs.
Yeah, that's quite. Did the elves initially push down the bottom of the pitch? Because that does seem like quite a collection of the gnomes at the bottom.
Yeah. So the elves are doing what elves do, which is just to switch sides until eventually you make an opening. As of yet, I don't know if any of the trees have taken root. Okay, the blitz is on, and that is a POW. We have a POW, so that is a gnome going down.
He's going down to Chinatown.
We will see. They are not the strongest of the players with a fairly low armour that does escape me. What is their armour, Barney?
I don't know. I think it's 7+. I think they're the same as halflings on the whole. I think the beastmen are an 8+, but the standard gnome is just a 7+.
Okay, we'll see. That is not enough to break armour. Okay. But it looks like the elves have definitely committed to one side, which means they'll need to push through at some point, otherwise they will be squeezed against the sidelines by the gnomes.
And yeah, especially the more they go down to one sideline, the more the trees
Here
can sort
comes
of
the
squeeze them.
3+ dodge, and now a 2+ dodge out of the tackle zone to get away from the sideline. Easy elf
He
play.
cares little.
Okay, there is one elf on the floor, or it could be takedown. So, no, it is an elf. The elf is in a lot of tackle zones and is just working out if they're going to stand up and try to dodge out, or if they're just going to stay lying on the ground. Seems
Do you
like
reckon maybe would it worth just?
they're doing the 3+ dodge.
Would you be tempted at all to stay prone? Maybe
Oh, they failed the 2+ star.
maybe baiting a foul just to hope he gets sent off.
Well, I don't know how deep of a bench CJ has, but I generally just try to walk out because that's what elves do.
Great question. Let's have a quick look. So. So I think he has got 12 players. So yeah,
Okay.
so just the one bench, but that's pretty good for most elves, isn't it?
Yeah. I would have taken the 3+ because you do not want the gnomes to be fouling an elf on the ground, and CJ does like to foul as a stunty player.
But he's on a stunty player. Yeah, Jim's in it.
Oh yeah, there we go. Jim, sorry, there we go. Yeah.
But is that if CJ thinks he would foul, then maybe that gives him more reason to dodge out.
Either way, the failed dodge was the easiest 2+, and that is an elf on the ground, but it still stayed on the pitch. Right, now the gnomes are moving over to the top of the screen to just try and stop the elves from being able to punch through. So Barney, what stage of the league did you get to?
I can't quite remember. It was such a long league, and there's so many games to play, and I may or may not have. But I didn't make the finals this year at all.
Okay, good.
So I had an orc team who couldn't block. They decided to receive every kickoff into the back half of the pitch and give as many blitzers and officious refs. And
Okay, so it was not the best of season for the Orcs.
it was not. It was
Okay.
not a glorious end to the old orcs as we knew them.
Looks like the trees are just trying to move in, just acting as an anchor in the middle of the pitch.
And again, they're on the known troops. They're not loner, are they? So I think they can just re-roll it with impunity.
Oh, that could be through with Mighty Blow, I believe it is.
Looks like it.
Oh, that's a 12. That is dead. That is. We'll see what kind of dead it is.
Judging by the fact that we can't see any pips on those dice, we're assuming they're symbols for a 6.
That is an 11. Okay, I don't think the apple will be spent on that, but we'll find out. Okay, so that means that no matter what happens, CJ will be down to 11 players. Okay, we have our first blood.
Now it's the lead destroyer getting 3 shots.
Now, one thing to watch if you're trying to get better at the game is just how Jim places each of the gnomes just to maximise the tackle zones that you'd have to dodge through. Last time I played against him, I found that I couldn't make any space at all.
Yeah, Jim is a very good coach. I don't know if anyone is aware. His NAF name is Jim Jiminy. He's been playing for many years since the CRP days, and numerous Team England caps and wins. He also has a NAF championship under his belt, and he's also a World Cup winner as well.
Okay.
And the very first person to break the 300-point ranking on the NAF ranking as well.
Quite the coach.
300 NAF ranking is obviously the highest it's ever been. A lot of coaches will usually assume 200, get a team to 200 is usually good.
Here we go.
Do you have any teams above 200 yet?
I don't have any teams above 200. I have one on 199.9, which is as close to 200 as you could possibly be. And hopefully at the BB Masters this weekend, I'll be able to get my Skaven above 200.
Oh, that would be nice, wouldn't it?
It would be nice, but I've been here before with Norse, and we may have flown too close to the sun. Okay, looks like the illusionist that was touching the top of the cage has just dodged away.
Oh, yes. As you say, this is... I think whenever you play against stunties, and then back in your head you always think, oh, this should be an easy win, but as you say, there's no easy blocks, there's no routes to get you through it at all. It's...
Even if CJ was to switch sides again, he has to go around those trees. The only good thing is, I believe this will be turn 4, is it? Barney is just off to find out, but CJ still definitely has time. Unfortunately, at some stage, he may have to do a couple of 3 plus podges to get through the gnome lines.
Yeah, that's right, Phil. It's sorry, Bonnie had just fallen over, as he is a very clumsy man nowadays. Yeah, so CJ's on his turn 4.
Okay. Not exactly where you want to be on the pitch for your turn 4, but it's still not the end of the world because the elves are quite fast. Now, if you were Jim, would you use your wizard in the first half, or would you save it for the second half if you need it?
I think it's if you get a really good opportunity to use it, but I think you want to save it for as long as possible, because the longer you have it, it's not just about what it can do for you. Your opponent's got to play around what it could do for him. So that's often stronger than the other way around.
Right, here we go. We have just broken gnome armor, and that is a dead gnome. That is a dead gnome. We'll see what the casualty is. That is actually dead.
That's definitely not a live gnome, isn't it?
Now, this is what you want to see when you're playing against your stunties, because you just need to take their numbers down.
Yeah, and so I think Jim, let's have a quick look. And that's a 14-man roster if I can count his bench correctly. So yeah, so it's down to 15. So it's slow, but if you can get Jim down to 10 plays for the second half, then when he's got to score, it's obviously the less plays he has, the better.
Yeah. But even though CJ has just killed a gnome, he hasn't actually made any forward progress at all.
No, it does start to look a bit thin now on that uttermost flank for Jim, so he's got to try and pull some of those more players, and hopefully might create a bit of a weak spot for CJ. And then especially with the couple of elf players near the bottom of the pitch, Jim can't fully commit, although CJ is fully coming around. So would you have maybe liked to leave a couple of elves a bit further down on the bottom of the pitch as we see it, just to try and keep some of the gnomes out of the main action?
Yeah, I mean, I think the problem is the gnomes from the bottom can just swing around and just squash the elves up against the sideline, which means that CJ will just be forced to try to punch through. Thankfully, the Dark Elves are quite effective at just punching through. You've got two witches, both with frenzy.
But again, if it's got to hit an illusion to try and get through, then that frenzy could lead into all sorts of places which he wasn't expecting.
It seems like CJ has just based the illusionist at the top of the screen, and we'll see if Jim will dodge away on his next turn or will stay there to try and bounce deeper into the cage.
Yeah, it's definitely an interesting one, isn't it? The gnomes have the wrestle, so you know getting the half dice and the one dice isn't.
We shall see if we can post a tour play link into here. Welcome to the chat, by the way. It's always good to have you here.
Who do we have in the chat? Is that Devento? Excellent, fantastic. And Joe Manchett. Hi, Joe. How are you doing?
It will be quite a power play from Jim to come back to the Waterbowl after a reasonably long
It's been
hiatus, make it all the way to the final, and then just win with a relatively new team.
It would be a very Jim thing to do, though. Let's be honest.
Out of these two top coaches, who do you think is the people's champion?
I think when it comes to the People's Champion, it's always CJ. It's he always he acts like he doesn't know what he's doing. He is absolutely one of the sharpest minds in Bloodbowl.
Well, this has always been the scary thing that I fear to see. This is CJ playing an actual,
real team.
actual tier 1 team. Okay, this looks like a blitz from a tree. Yep, here comes the tree. It is not taken root. This will be another 3 live lock. And that is a pow. That is a clear pow, so there'll be some mighty blow on this. And you can feel the pressure is being put on the cage against the sidelines. Now, can the tree punch through the elf armour? It is unable to. That is good. Even with the mighty blow, that is not enough to take the elf down. And the gnomes are just continuing to squeeze the elves against the sideline. Now, do you think that CJ should try to punch through, or is he going to have to switch sides again?
This is not looking nice at all for him, is it?
No.
I think it's.
But I've lost so many games where I panic and think I have to try to punch through, and he does still have time.
Yeah, so the trees are a little bit further apart now, so it might be worth trying to flip around and go through the centre, especially if you can then maybe mark 1 or 2 of the trees. They can block you, but if you've got block and dodge, or even just dodge, it certainly cuts down the chances. I know, because there is a nice gap in the middle there. If you can keep the trees where they are, it's not awful.
It never feels good, but occasionally somebody has to mark a tree just to stop the tree from moving. Okay, looks like the illusionist has just dodged away, so that is a nice screen in front of the elves. We'll see what CJ decides to do. Oh, you can't see this on the stream, but CJ is now standing and looming over the table. This is obviously a big turn where he has to think about what his next course of action will be. Okay, we can see you in the chat. We will try and get the stream account to post it as soon as we can just find the person who has the stream account. Cool. We'll still try and post a link anyway. Okay, CJ's still thinking. and it looks like he's going to try to punch a hole through. The ball has moved up to be as safe as it can be in a cage when you're up against gnomes armed with a wizard. Okay, that is a pass. That's what you want to see when you're doing a blitz against a gnome. And that will take him down, and the player can get up off the ground. I'm guessing we're just going to base a few people and hope that they'll fail a dodge next turn, or you can at least get the blocks against them. Okay, Barney has just come back, so the ball is in a weaker cage, fairly close to the sidelines, and the elves have gone full contact. Okay, that is definitely not through the armour. Okay, and then having to dodge back just to make the cage be as strong as it can. Okay, and we can see that CJ has gone for full contact with everyone who is not a key part of the cage. Thankfully, he's been able to hit the one gnome who does not have dodge. Here comes the armor roll. Oh, that's a 5. I can't see the other one, but it looks like it is through. And is there going to be an injury?
So are we into Jim's turn now?
We are not into Jim's turn. It's just the last block from CJ. Lots of contact has been made. I think CJ is hoping that someone will fail a dodge, or there'll be gnomes left in contact, and then he can force his way through next turn.
Yeah, I think that's definitely a good strategy, isn't it? The only issue is if it does crowd up a bit too much, does that then invite the wizard?
I think because CJ knows what he's doing, he's not put the ball on the sideline. So obviously against a stunty team, they can always just do the uphill push. And if there is a wizard last, the ball shouldn't scatter off the pitch. Obviously this is the Bloodbowl and anything can happen. Oh, and it looks like an elf has been chosen to mark a tree. We will see how it goes for this elf in the next turn, but that tree is not going anywhere.
Yeah, I was looking at that tree. I think if it wasn't marked, and even just smacking it on the cage, it's likely to be 2 pluses with dodge, but it's still is it a dash roll you want to make?
Right, we've swapped over to the gnomes, and they will just try and stand in front of the elves and see what they can do.
So we're just going to talk a little bit about the format of the game. Unfortunately, because we had a few technical difficulties getting the game started on 7, the way we're going to play it by ear. Normally, if it would be a draw, we'll do the standard rulebook overtime of a full half. If we get to about 9:30 and we're still in the first half, I think we're going to go straight to sudden death. But thankfully, both CJ and Jim are pretty quick players, unlike some people I know are quite slow. I may not have dreadlocks.
I am not a slow player anymore because I have a chess clock, and that keeps me on track, which is a I would recommend for anyone at a tournament who is being ever accused of being a slow player, just get a chess clock and it just makes it easier.
Available at vagabondchessclocks.co.uk.
Well, now you mention it, yes.
If that is an actual real place, it is not by endorsed by us. Please do not buy any chess clock from there.
Okay, it seems like Jim is having to think about this because this is quite a big turn. If the elves are able to punch through, then there'll not be a lot that he can do to stop them. And he is down 2 gnomes now, so
so we are down to gnomes.
every gnome counts.
Every gnome counts in large amounts.
Yeah, there are 3 elves in base contact with three gnomes. You have to ask the question: will you stay put and take the hits and hope that you can wrestle them down, or do you try to dodge away? And it is a 3+ dodge.
But also,
dodge.
wrestle isn't a great outcome, even against an elf. Putting yourself prone that's another space that's not there, so the elf can just get up and dodge out of the way. And especially with jump nowadays, you can maybe just jump over a player.
Oh yes, yeah.
Again, if you can engineer a jump over a prone player with no tackle zones either side, it's just a 2+, isn't it?
That looks like that was a blitz from take down Terry.
He did in fact take him down, but
Yeah, which is not ideal. Because now there was just a single gnome standing in front of the whole team. So I'm guessing some other gnomes will be coming back to help shore up the screen.
yeah, we still do have a. I think it's just a dodge lineman in the middle of the pitch, just so. I think he's tagging 2 gnomes there, so if he leaves them alone, that could still be an avenue through for CJ.
Are we assuming that the guard tree has taken root at some point? Because it has not moved for a long time. And it is in quite a good position, but... Okay, the tree who was tagged has just pushed the elf away. So that elf did a wonderful job and has stopped the tree from moving and hasn't been injured.
So that's. Looks like we're in the thinking phase. Let's have a quick closer look at this pitch. I do wish we had a player cam because it is quite interesting. A lot of fun. Oh, we're in a dangerous situation here. Phil, who claims to be an IT professional, is looking at the camera setup. He's looking to, he's found a zoom button. He can zoom into the middle of the pitch. Oh, look, this is modern technology for you.
There we go.
That degree did not go to waste. Not all those years.
Didn't fuck it up.
Oh, this is a family show.
Okay,
Please watch
then
your language.
I did not F it up. I will control my language.
I do apologise for that. I thought I had a teammate here with some decency, but obviously
Much
don't.
like a Marvel movie, you get 1 F-bomb and
Is
that's it.
that way done for the game now?
Okay, but you can see that there was just a thin line of gnomes stood in front of the elves.
That's what we know in the Waterbowl as a cheeky one dicer.
Nice,
in pound.
nice 1 die power. It is not through the armour.
But he's in on a tree though, so that's never a bad place to be. And it looks like the tree at the bottom there that has moved in, hasn't it? So that has the question of was it rooted?
It is not taken root, it was just where it needed to be.
Just waiting for the couple of blocks first to see how the lay of the land was.
Now, this is not going too well for the elves. Do you try really hard to push through and risk losing a ball, or would you start to play more defensively?
It's a strange one because gnomes are gnomes, but a fox is a fox, which is pretty good. Especially the one, so the fox at the top of the screen, just on the number 10, is the movement 8 fox. Yeah, so that's the guy who's just been moved now. He's the movement 8 Fox. You've got to assume any ball, if something does go wrong for the elves, you push too far, the Fox can just grab and run. And this is just an absolute solid wall, isn't it, for the people asking how can gnomes get to the final? Well, you play them like this.
And also, if you do 2 one-die powers, that does help a lot. Now, is the armour going to be broken?
I am a bit surprised with where he's placed. There we go. Okay, yeah, I was a bit surprised by where he placed the elf, give him a 3+2+ into his backfield, but Jim, his instincts kicking out the last minute and pushes into a bit of a better spot.
Okay, looks like we're switching over to CJ's turn, and now he needs to make a choice. Is he going to continue to try to punch through, or is he going to switch sides and just hope that he can run through on turn 8?
So 2 guys without over here.
Okay, it is turn 6 now, just for everyone to know. So, ideally, at the end of this turn, you want to be near to scoring range, and we can see that some dice have been put on the pitch, so he's starting to think about how he can punch his way through. This will not be easy. There'll definitely be some dodges involved in this.
Still not crunch time, is it? Though? I think turn 7's the ultimate crunch. But again, he's only got 2 elves into Jim's half, so it's not. I personally would have panicked in here, but CJ is a cool cucumber, so I think.
Seeing as it isn't crunch time, would you try to secure the ball first and then just send some elves through? Because if you can get 2 into the backfield, you can always do a handoff or a pass or something.
Yeah, well, because the ball's fairly safe, isn't it? So I think you could maybe use one more player to shore up the cage a bit, but then try maybe a blitz through to try and get 1 or 2 players in, and then start to do a couple of 3+2+ to try and get a couple of players. Because again, especially in turn 6, if you get a couple of players in the backfield, Jim has to respond somehow. You can either leave them, in which case you've got a couple of players free, which you can maybe utilise to block off the spaces, or if he does tie him up, he's maybe gnomes out of a position he wants to be in, and then which again creates its own gaps for the main bulk of the team.
Looks like at the top of the screen, the illusionist is doing a wonderful job of forcing CJ to not want to hit it because it could go anywhere, and it could move deeper into the cage.
Well, let's just have a quick look. Do the illusionists have dodge? I think they did. Can you see an illusionist on there?
Yep, I can see one here with dodge.
So one has the dodge.
The other one also has dodge. So yeah, you are fishing for POWs. Otherwise, they'll just get deeper into your cage, and that is a both down, which is
not what you want, but I think it's unfortunately something you have to take, isn't it? Just to.
If the blitz hasn't gone, there is a path that you could take to get into the gnome's half.
Okay, yeah, so that's quite nice. That's got a fairly safe defensive position with the 3 elves sort of surrounding the tree, and then that one player's moved into position there. There's no easy walk in for Jim there.
Yeah. Oh, we have an elf who is dodging towards the bottom of the screen, and as well the one has got the dodge skill, and it's a snake.
That
is not ideal. No.
Not what I want to see.
Is the armour going to hold?
I think it's. I dare say.
The armour has held, so it's okay. But I would assume that elf was going to try to dodge out and just run around the side just to get somebody in the backfield.
Because again, I think at that point, I don't think the TJ hadn't hit the illusionist either, so that, yeah, he's just been paid forward, which there's no progress at all that turn, so going into his turn 7 next turn, he's going to have to roll some dice.
Somebody just needs to get into scoring range, otherwise.
So I think this is where Jim has a decision. Does he just hold off, or does he maybe try and engage or try and get something? I think the head in the hand, classic Jim move.
Now, there is a guard blitzer somewhere in there. I can't tell where it is. Oh, the wizard is happening. The wizard is happening. We're going to see if the fireball's good. The first one has failed. Failed. Failed, okay. On the ball. He has knocked the ball carrier over.
I'm going to say if you're going to get one person, that's probably the person you want, I think, isn't it?
Through the armour. Is this going to be a dead ball carrier? No, it's just stunned, but the ball will bounce.
So you're speaking of, I think the guard elf is the one that's currently being picked up by TJ. That is the guard.
That's one dice cocked. Oh, that's definitely through the armour. This
Oh.
wizard, this
Oh, no,
wizard
that's
has
another
been
witch.
quite effective. Okay, and now the ball will bounce. This is going to be a key roll. Okay, we'll see where it is when the dust settles. 7. Okay, the ball has gone straight ahead. And the elf has caught it.
So that's mild panic over, but that's 2 witches stunned for the turn.
Yeah.
The 2 who could, on a blitz, maybe go through for a nice spot. So even with the jump up, you'd have taken just the down, wouldn't you? But 2 stunned is a bit of a...
He does have enough guard to make it be a cheeky 1 die against the blitzer on the front, and then that'll leave the ball carrier exposed to a blitz.
Yeah. And we know how his cheeky 1 dices have been, don't we? That's the...
So far we are 2 for 2. So how do you think the gnome team fits in with the rest of the teams in Bloodbowl? Are they overpowered, underpowered?
I think generally, I think they're fine. I think they have some really good tricks which a top level coach, which is Jim Jiminy, can really take advantage of. I think they have the issue with a lot of stunted teams, which is they're relatively slow. Movement 5, agility 3+, and they don't have dodge. Obviously, you have to spend the league getting dodge. If you want to dodge, it's still a 3+ with a reroll. It's still 1 in 9 is certainly not something you want to do reliably and often enough, is it? And especially going forward in leagues with elite skills now, so it's going to make your team more expensive.
Oh yeah, this team would be quite different if it didn't have
So that's
didn't have as much.
probably like another 100k.
Yep.
Wouldn't it? So that would be. So we wouldn't have the kegs. They would have to take down Terry, but yeah, it certainly have decisions to make. You'd probably lose the kegs. I think the rest of the Terry and the Wizard have been. You'd probably still go for them, which would then mean a little bit of bad luck in a couple of knockouts. You could be looking at like Howie. And then in tournaments, they're only going to have 4 dodgers. So again, you've got to be quite selective over who you give the dodge to.
We have some comments from the chat that they are the best stunted team in res and the second worst in progression.
Who is worse in progression? Dementa?
I just like that they've been able to add another stunty team that feels different.
Yeah.
I think the Foxes are great. Yeah, I can see Ogre's been tough.
Dementor is obviously a man who hasn't spoken to CJ for a long period of time, but CJ is the ultimate ogre fancier.
CJ loves his ogres. Yeah. I've only ever played ogres at the UKTC. I had a wonderful time with them. Playing ogres with no stars seemed to be suboptimal.
It is how they should be played, especially when the stars they involve are called Griff Overwalls.
Yeah.
In which case you're not playing ogres.
Yeah, but it looks like the guard tree is about to move.
Du-du-du-du.
Is it going to take root? Just going to quickly check the teams because I believe that Jim has a number of rerolls.
I believe, yes, there's a number between 0 and 8.
5. Oh. Yep. So that does
Yeah, so 5 rerolls, which,
that does mean that you aren't so concerned about your trees taking roots.
no, definitely lets you keep them mobile, which I think, especially with halflings and gnomes, is one of the big issues is when they root early on.
Yeah.
So just keeping them mobile, keeping them moving is definitely what you want.
And most of the rolls that have been made have been dodges with people have dodged, so you're not going to burn through many rerolls anyway.
Okay, I was thinking that was an interesting move, but I think the other tree's good. Yep. Clunk. Yeah, so
Now there is an elf on the ground who will be able to stand up.
that's that last dice did not want to lie flat. Oh, I was very surprised at Jim pushing himself out. That's
Okay, there's at least someone who can do a 2+ dodge to become a scoring threat. Means all of a sudden the elves are back in it. If they
so I
can
think this is the
hand off and
fox
pass.
then taking a hit on it. Yeah, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, he has taken it.
Oh, that is a double skull. This is what the rerolls are for.
I feel you would reroll that on the fox.
Definitely reroll that.
Just pushes.
Dodge, yeah.
That's an interesting one, that, isn't it?
The hardest thing will be getting the ball to this elf, but you can at least get somebody out there.
That's
Next turn's problem.
next turn's probably, yeah, that's certainly.
Okay. Well, next turn will be CJ's turn is 7, so he needs to have somebody in scoring range if he wants to score. I know that's a really obvious thing that I've said, but you'd be amazed at how many times people fail to do that. Oh, a 1-die block has turned into a skull.
That's more reroll for Jim.
Oh, that's a 1. That was a reroll.
Oh, that was takedown Terry.
That was takedown Terry.
Terry
yeah.
was going for the ball, so that was the loader failed.
Okay, and with that, we turn over to CJ. Now, do you dodge the elf into scoring range first? Because it just has to happen.
It's turn 7. I think you've got to, haven't you? I think it's if you're going to double 1, you're going to double 1.
Yep.
And if you're not in scoring range, then it's almost irrelevant. But again, Jim has foxes, doesn't he? So they can get back.
Well, he's done the classic thing of moving the player with no risk at all, just to kind of procrastinate a tiny bit. And now he's going to actually have to make a choice about what he's going to do first.
On the flip side, both the witches will be unstunning at the end of this turn. So, if needed, they may be able to act as a sweeper. So you have some protection in case things go wrong.
The problem is I think it's either a witch or a blitzer is based by the illusionist.
So I think the 2 stun players are both the
Okay. Well then,
the witches. I think that's the illusionist is on a blitzer.
well then that is on a blitzer. If you can roll the POW, there is a nice gap that you can just pour your entire team through, but you need to roll that POW.
To be honest with you, even if you get it both down, oh no, because then the illusionist is. The illusionist moves before you block, so I think he's going to move into the southwest corner to cut it out.
Yeah.
So even on if they both go down, it's going to create some issues. It would be a 4+ dodge through.
And even then, you'd have to do. If you tried to leap or anything, it'd still be.
Yeah, because I was thinking at the moment.
Okay. A choice has been made. We're doing the 2+ dodge to get somebody into scoring range. Easy.
Let's have a look. Is that indeed scoring range? This is. I'm going to play with this. Apologies to everybody if this goes badly. That did go badly.
That's a good
So
look.
let's
At some
have a look.
hands. Here we go. Yeah.
So that is our new toy for me to play with. Now, Phil, put the camera back to where it was before we had the nice zoom in on. That's your job.
Okay.
I don't have a button to press for that.
Thanks, Barney. You're really helping.
CJ pulls out the let's see what I can do, knowing full well what he's going to try and do.
Okay, we have a 4. Oh, the illusionist has moved.
Yep, that's what I
And
thought he was going to
It
do.
is
Yeah.
a both down, so that is the wrestle taken into account.
Yeah, because the issue here is the player who did the block is in the exact square you'd want to do a leap from. But then that would be 3+ leaps through, wouldn't it? If you can get into the square where the illusionist was, you could then leap 2 squares to just behind it. It's on a 3+.
Just under the number 10. If you were to blitz that player down, which is exactly what is going to happen, if you can just push
Nice.
him
I
out
didn't see that, yeah.
of the way, you've then got a 2+ dodge to burst through.
And this is why Phil got all the way in the playoffs, and I did not even make the playoffs.
There is the push, and now I think you just walk into there, and then it's just a 2+.
Oh, he's going for it.
Yep, it's just a 2+ out. That was a blitz from the ball carrier.
How would I know it's a ball carrier? Because it's red.
He's made
which
the,
is a loose
the
ball.
2+. Okay. All of a sudden, the elves have managed to burst through.
Yeah, he is going. He's doing the rush to get in front of. Oh, into the 7.
Alright, that is the hard bit done. And now you just have to rush through with every elf that you can and hope you can make a screen enough to stop the gnomes.
And again, I think that is the guard elf in front of him. So yeah.
Here we go. They're all going through the same path. Dodge. Here we go.
So going for a dodge. I think it's a rush. I think that's just a line elf.
And that was a 1, and that is a 6, so it's okay.
So that was a rush.
Do you do another rush, and do you actually gain anything from it?
I don't think you do.
You are currently blocking the path.
But from who though? I think so. The elves at the top. They have the guy on the floor who did the block. I think.
Yep.
The other elf is also the other blitzer in contact with the Beastmaster's also done something. He is facing away. I can't remember what it was he did. But I think he stood up, to be honest with you.
Then I guess you just.
I think we just got these 2 elves in front of this tree here.
Okay, the illusionist is trying to get closer.
Oh, so CJ was going for a 2 dice block, which is now a 1 dice block.
Yeah, he is. You've forgotten about it.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, it's okay. It is just both down.
Well, that's not okay. Well, I'm assuming the elf has nothing, and the illusionist has wrestled, but does he choose to use it or not? He has not used it.
Armor's been rolled, so
So that is through. So what's with the illusionist? The illusionist is knocked out, but it is a turnover.
and the witch is
Back
unstunned.
in the game.
Now, can the gnomes run all the way back?
On the plus side, you just have to, if you can get the ball down, then there are foxes around who maybe have to get it, scoop it, and pass it. And no, they can't. They can't enough, can they?
Nope. Foxes have the special rule,
no
my
ball.
ball, which means that once they get the ball, they will not let you go of it. The trees can throw gnomes, which could get somebody back if they can stick the landing.
Feels like you'd only really want to. I don't think you can throw the Beastmasters. I think so. It had to be like either proper gnome or a illusionist. And I think they have been losing the pitch at quite an alarming rate, haven't they?
Here's some rushes to get some guard on the ball.
Yep, that's used. I'll have to dodge Beastmaster there. So the other one, if he wants to get there, does not have the dodge skill.
Take down Terry. He stands up and is just going to put tackle over all of those elves.
So he's going to put.
The fox is coming back.
So I think what we're going to see now is there's a. Oh, look at this. Philip is at the controls again.
So with the fox back, the counter score is a lot harder. But I think Jim just wants to not be 1-0 down at the half. Although if the elves do score, obviously the gnomes do have a one-turn attempt.
The issues Jim has is I think he wants to try and get the second Beastmaster in with his guard. However, the fox is directly in the square he'd want to dodge out to. So just get rid of that player.
Try and cut back to the action. Okay, here we go. This is the blitz.
So it's good.
I know that was the rush for the assist, which now means
So who's doing the blitz then?
oh, that is the snake of a rush, and that is also through the armor. And dead. That is
I think that was just a
big
normal
roll.
move, wasn't it?
But this means that there was just a sidestep fox and a gnome standing in the way of the elf score.
I mean, the foxes have sidesteps as standard, don't they?
I believe so.
So the ball is a player in front, isn't it? So he has 7 movement. 1, 2.
If it is on a blitzer, I think it's just a 2+ dodge back. And then in. Yeah.
Yeah, because again, any kind of blitz is essentially a 3+, isn't it, with wrestle?
Yeah.
Although the fox doesn't have wrestle, but it does have sidestep.
It seems like your CJ is just moving all of the elves up. Is doing a 2-die against this gnome. And that is the POW.
So bye-bye, Beastmaster.
And I'd assume the purpose of this is even if you do fail the dodge, the fox can't hand off. So
But no, I think we can do a blitz now against the fox, because it doesn't matter where he sidesteps to, there will always be a place he can 2+ away from.
and it was a risk, but he has got the POW, so it has all worked.
Well, no, I think thankfully that wasn't a risk, because the fox didn't have wrestle.
True.
It was a 2 dice.
Just
And with the worst case scenario,
even the push. Yeah.
worst case scenario, he still has a 2+ to score.
Okay, and that is a score for the Dark Elves.
Now, as you can see, we have a scoreboard on the screen. Now, one of us, not named Barney, is going to attempt to change that score and not crash the entire system. We're going to do a quick poll if you could think if Phil's going to be able to do this without breaking the system. He's already clicked on the wrong button. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, this is a man in the IT sector. He's a highly paid professional. I think it was something down here he did. Barney, the person without any IT qualification whatsoever, but with the ability to listen and understand.
Well, I am grateful for the help that you gave me. That's close enough. Okay, it is 1-0. There is a one-turner that is going to happen. And we do have a movement 8 fox.
Do you want to quickly bring up CJ's team? Let's have a look. Does he have any sidestep? I think he's got at least one sidestep, but...
Okay, so if you are after CJ's team, we have one sidestep on
2 sidestep.
a blitzer and one on a witch.
So, I think that's likely who's on the line there. I'll go over in a second and have a look.
Yeah.
So Jim has the 2 options. He's got the throw teammates, or he's got the chain push, the movement 8 fox into range. 8 is not the hardest to get into. 8, 9, 10, 11. So you need 2 pushes, I believe.
Yeah, I'd assume you would set the team up for the chain push and then see where the ball is, and then worst comes to worst, you can always just throw a halfling.
You can't throw a halfling because there are no halflings on this pitch. Apologies for the commentating.
A small person.
Yes.
That is some good comments from the chat. Yeah, that kick does make it a lot harder. Which means that you would have to...
You have to have really comprehension to see he has kick, which I didn't have, so thank you to the for pointing that out to us. So kick, so it's especially with the movement of 5 on the gnome is really hard. It was assuming CJ puts the ball in the back half of the pitch, it's unlikely to be able to hand it off.
Well, then you're just hoping that even with kick, it is a good scatter.
Yeah, on the flip side also, the illusionists are, I think they're passing 3+, I think, so at least they are the sort of passers of the gnome team. So if we do go for the one turn, the pushing one turn, it's going to help with that.
Just so people are aware, as we get ready to move into the second half, we will be being joined by Alex in a bit.
Apologies for that.
He is currently not actually playing, but he's just making sure that the chump final of a game of Bloodbowl is going well. It does seem to be quite action-packed, and we'll find out soon who is our top chump.
What do you mean by chump? What is the championship?
These are the chumps?
Yes.
Yeah.
We know who it is, but does the audience know who the championship is?
Okay, sorry, then no.
I'm asking in my capacity as a commentator.
Well,
that's a leading question.
In your capacity as a commentator, why don't you explain the difference between the champs and the chumps?
Yeah, so with the Waterbowl, we have I think like the top third, we go into the playoffs, which lead up to CJ versus... was it the fella? CJ versus Jim Jiminy. And the rest, everyone else can go into the optional playoffs for the play in the championship, which is a 4-way Dungeon Bowl final, which is always full of craziness. This year we have old favourites Adam Beanbag Berry, a long-time water bowler, And our favourite Spaniard, Dave, who we affectionately call Spanish Dave.
As we are really good with names, really good.
In our defence, we have 15 Daves in the Waterbowl, so we do need to tag them either by their region or other characteristic.
And to answer your question, Ringbeard, we don't know who has actually won yet. I would love to tell you, but there's a giant snowman in the way of my view.
I have put in a formal complaint to Element Games if anyone would like to do it. It is not yet December and Christmas decorations are up. I do feel that is a breach of policy.
Okay, it is a kick, and the ball has scattered the right way, I believe.
Well, it's just a one. Oh yes, a 2-on-1. I think you would use kick, because if you roll a weather and it's only 2 squares away, it's probably a little bit too close to comfort, isn't it? Which I think is weather.
It is.
It is weather, yeah.
Okay.
So CJ,
We could have some drama here.
so it looks like it's lovely weather. So it's going to scatter 3 times.
So we want a 1, 2, or a 3. 6. That is not what. Or we could go off the pitch. Nope. 7. Okay, it is on the sideline.
Oh,
This is a big roll.
Oh.
2 is not off the pitch.
that is. I think it's safe to say here the throw teammate is out, 100%. So we've just got to try and get a fox into range now, I believe.
No.
And yeah, so it's quite hard to see, but there is the movement 8 fox between the 2 trees.
Pushes are happening, and the fox is.
And I think that was a blitz from the fox. I was going to say, I thought it moved up, yeah.
So I think he's just working out when is the optimal time
Yeah.
to do the pass.
So you've got 2 tackle zones, so it would be a 4+ catch, isn't it?
Sometimes you just have to roll high though.
Yeah, I don't see it getting better for a while. So yeah, so James is going for the pass now.
The Skaven player in me wants this to work. Well,
Oh, that's not
cocked.
what you want.
Okay, that's the pickup.
It's just a bit too early. You want the 6 now.
That could have been the catch, yeah. And here comes the pass.
You've got to assume this has got to be. We're looking for 5s and 6s, surely.
That's
Not
enough.
that.
And here comes. Oh no. I think
Oh,
there
that's
are
inaccurate.
no re-rolls left.
Oh yes, I was.
There mustn't have been any re-rolls because otherwise, why wouldn't you use them?
Jim, no rerolls. No rerolls. No. Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, so that was no rerolls for that. So the 2 was obviously must have been at least a long pass, which is wildly inaccurate. So bad luck, Jim. So, what do you think Jim's going to go for? Is he going to go for the overtime, or is he going to?
How much is it? Is it just
Do we have a full turn of overtime? So a full half rather.
full half of overtime?
With rerolls not going.
I think not enough damage has been done against the elves to know that you can just score quick. So you have to do the classic thing of seeing how the first 2 or 3 turns go.
Yeah, which yeah. If you see how the first few turns go, maybe turns 4, 5, 6. Look, if you can score, they took them the full 8 and a double 1 to get through, didn't it?
If Jim still had the wizard, then
Yeah.
scoring quick would be more of an option.
So yep. So we have rerolls reset. CJ's kicking.
I believe it is 11 versus 11 because we are down an elf. And we are down 2 gnomes, but
So
I don't think they actually matter.
yeah, so I think the gnomes are just generic gnomes. So look. I'm going to have a quick word with CJ, see how he's getting on.
Okay.
Because I remember to get Mighty Blow. Mighty Blow is bad flag. Lose that any out on players. I got 7 Exactly. No problem.
And you just lost generic. Okay, yep, so we're on 11 versus 11. 2 generic gnomes are out for the dwarves, for the gnomes rather. So Jim's still got his full health team. And yeah, I do think it's going to be an interesting one to see how Jim plays this. Probably going to come a turns of blocks just to see if the trees can get rid of something, because even Caesar's decided on where to kick to. Philip is back with his second bottle of Desperado, so if his language takes a further turn for the worse, we do apologise in advance.
Okay,
So we've got-
have I missed anything?
I think I just heard a change of weather to very sunny. CJ, very sunny now. So yep, so it is very sunny. So would affect throw teammates. I think Jim is unlikely to be the top player to just randomly throw gnomes about. However, if towards the end of things are starting to look bad, it could impact later on in the game.
Okay, it looks like that was a fairly deep kick.
Yeah, so it was that. CJ aimed for a shallow kick with kick, and he got 6-8. Oh, sorry, 6-6 rather. And he didn't shorten it down, so he just let it go the full further back into the backfield.
Now this is always a scary time when you have to set elves up on the line against the trees, and that looks like it's through. And that is a KO. Ooh, here we go. That looks like a lot of both downs. A reroll has been spent, and it is just a push.
I think in the current context, that is not just a push, that's a push. He will accept that push any day of the week.
Obviously, while it is fun to punch elves, the ball is still on the ground, and at some stage, some gnome will have to go and pick it up.
Well, it's two foxes in the backfield, so it's going to have to.
It's
Yeah.
just foxes, okay?
So, and again, as I was saying earlier, with my ball, as soon as he picks it up, boom, that's it. It's on that fox until he's scored or it's dead. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see if he does pick it up with the fox or if he pulls a gnome back at all.
And here we go.
Nope.
Fox is on the ball, easily gets the ball, and it is now
Jim
his.
gets a little bit excited and rolls the dice on the pitch before he remembers he's streaming. But this man is a professional. Stops the dice roll, knocks half his team over, but make sure he does the dice roll in the dice box.
We should be able to tell by turn 2 or 3 if Jim is trying to score quick or if he's just playing for overtime. Which team would you say is favoured in overtime? And is it a golden goal or is it the full half?
No, I believe we're going for the season 3 rule, so it's a full half, I think. I feel
From the chat, we're saying that we should definitely play for overtime against 11 elves still, yep. Unless the elves start to evaporate, that is.
yeah, I think
Probably
it's
the
still
correct
going to
choice.
feel like even in overtime I think the elves probably have the edge, don't you?
It is the one thing I hate about overtime. With certain teams, whoever wins the kick is huge. It says I was escaping coach that can score in 2 turns.
Okay, question for the chat. So, let's assume Jim scores in 8. Is it possible for CJ to one-turn score against 2 trees and an illusionist? Answers on the postcard.
There is enough side stuff to just make it. Yeah. Here comes the.
Oh, in
here
fact,
comes the no.
or
yeah.
you'd have thought, say, you'd maybe sacrifice with the fox, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
To-
You just want to stand firm and sidestep on that line, and
What
then.
about the illusionist? That could.
I feel the. Okay, well, it looks like the elves are just recovering from the battering they've taken from the team. We can already see that at this point the gnomes are deeper into the elves' half than CJ was for almost the whole of the first half.
So this is a block on to take down Terry.
It is a frenzy block. Takedown Terry does not have dodge.
We'll find out in a second. Yes, no,
He does not have dodge.
I'd be interested to see what he does with the witch, because is this a place he'd want to leave the witch to try and... would Jim try and counter-surf the witch? Yeah, I was a bit surprised.
There are quite a lot of elves on that side of the pitch. I'm assuming the gnomes will be going up towards the top
Oh,
of the
okay,
pitch.
it was just a push, so CJ... No. Oh, sorry, I'm not sure what happened there, if he rolled the dice before he placed it, or if he... Takedown Terry is such a huge model, it looked like he was in that further back square than he actually was. But yeah, the witch ran back and hid behind the nice blitzer. And now we just see the elves without dodge, rolling those last couple of dodges.
There we go, just a nice, easy 2+.
With overtime on the line, those guys are not allowed to re-roll that dodge in any way, shape or form.
Okay, the elf line is looking a lot sturdier now. Okay, Barney, it is. You're playing gnomes. You've got to start this turn. What would you do?
I would probably fail my first dodge and kill a gnome. Yeah. I think I'd still at this point be just
Okay, that is a 1 on the rush. Choice will have to be made now.
yeah. Looks like he's going for it.
The reroll has been used. Yep, it's all good.
Oh, that was a tree. That was a rooted. Yeah,
the take
yeah.
rooted,
That was
David.
far too early, isn't it?
That makes more sense.
So this is a blitz. This is a. Yeah. So I was just going to say, yeah. I think I would still at this point just be blitzing as much as I can,
How? Yep.
just to try and. There's 2 dodge yourselves, isn't there? Let's just keep hitting them. Not with that. You want to try and
Luckily, the mighty blow is not enough.
the blitz on the top is also doesn't have dodge, so that's quite a nice one. So with wrestle versus no dodge, just gets the push.
The push. And slowly being squeezed towards the sidelines.
No, that's a strategy of my space wall. Just mind push one.
So Jim just trying to get a nice safe space for his little wolf with the ball.
No, what? I didn't know what you say. I'm a hit. I've got this is the first time I'm hit.
I'm assuming he'll take a dodge or takedown, Terry, but you never know. Would you trade? Oh yeah, here he goes. Can Terry? Oh, he loves it.
Terry loves
He's back
it,
in the
yeah.
game. Although you've got to assume CJ is going to keep battering Terry. Just it doesn't have dodge, it doesn't have wrestle. Oh, he does have wrestle, doesn't he? But no dodge. Ooh, CJ stood up to try and establish his dominance.
So yeah, there is no easy cage dive there. But the
For those of us who are new to Philip, you can obviously tell from his demeanour, he's a scared coach because all he's doing is looking for the cage dive. It's turn 2, Phil. Let the turn develop. You don't have to cage dive straight away. There are other options.
I can see what CJ's doing, and CJ's thinking the same thing because it is just a 3+ and then the 5+, but it would only be a 1 die.
What are you thinking for the 3+? Oh no, it's got to come around. I think for the 3+, it's
Choose again.
there's 2 trees and that, so that would be a. There's a dodge to there, and then because that's 2 of his players.
Oh, are they his?
Yes, that's
No, he's just tagged takedown
Yeah.
Terry, so you can just move into here,
yeah.
there, and there.
Where are you pointing at?
So we're just having a wonderful conversation in the booth that I'm sure makes great radio.
Do you mean the square south of the? There is no free space to walk through.
Yeah, so you go here,
Yeah,
and
that's a 3+ dodge.
yep.
So you're thinking you're going for the 3+?
first, yes.
Oh, okay. 3+, 5+.
That was why I said a 3+, 5+.
Oh, I don't listen to him.
Okay, we've had our small spat.
I just 3+, 5. I'm not a huge fan of that, to be honest.
It's not what you need to do at this stage, but it is always an option.
Not a good option, ladies and gentlemen.
The issue is if you just sit, then Jim will just grind down the pitch. At some stage, you're going to have to try to take the ball off him.
That's right, but that doesn't have to be turn 2 doing a 3+, 5+. With poor recovery options.
CJ is just backing up. So nice, easy dodges first.
That's the other thing with the gnomes as well, with all the wrestle. Even you don't mind tagging like a halfling or a goblin
Yeah.
because they need. But with the gnomes, with the wrestle, then you'll take a 1 dice, wouldn't you? Or even with the guard, it's not impossible for them to get 2 dice. But then yeah, with the 1 dice, essentially a 2+, except in the wrestle, isn't it?
It seems like most of the elves have managed to make it back.
Yeah.
The blitz happened on the takedown Terry, so we're just having a nice elf screen, and we'll see where the gnomes go next turn. That looks like it is the end of the turn, and we're switching over to Jim.
So this will be Jim's turn 3, I believe.
I'm assuming a tree will just come blitzing forward. Yeah, exactly what's going to happen.
If in doubt, smashing forward.
Not going straight ahead.
Oh,
That was just a move.
Oh, I like this. This is. Oh, that's fine.
So the tree was just the anchor.
Yeah, at least the issue with the two trees too far close to each other is squeezing space. At least the further apart they are, the more CJ has to get around them. I would be interested to see if he moves the guard tree up or if he just holds position. Obviously he's already rooted once, he wants to try and avoid another one, doesn't he? Oh, so we're going laps.
We do have a fox on the sideline, but they do have sidestep.
Phil, however, is still doing a 5+5+ to try and surf the fox, but you know.
You just need to fill all the squares. And then now, is this fox in scoring range? I believe it is.
With the rush, I think it is. I think it's 9 squares out.
Okay, and this is the movement 8 fox. But I feel that if Jim was to score early, that would just be playing into CJ's hands.
Oh, actually, apologies to all. We're playing on the beautiful new Eurobowl pitch from this year. The numbers on the pitch, which I just assumed were just fancy. I actually do count the number of squares down. That is. It's amazing what happens if you actively look at your pitch, isn't it? So yeah, so it's just inside the 10 square, 10 metre line. And you have Jim spend a bit of time at the back, getting his position on the domes, which you or I would just place him anywhere, but he's placed him with a purpose. I missed that word. Takedown Terry had a dodge out, and again he's looking to lap around as well. So it's not looking great for CJ, is it? Let's be honest.
It's enough. This doesn't mean that it'll be up to Jim to talk about when he wants to score.
Again with the fox. So yeah, it's got the 2+ dodges. It's got the dodge. So. So we do have a tackle blitzer. So we have a tackle.
We've switched back over to the L's, and it looks like they're just going to try and hit part of the cage, get as many L's in the way as they possibly can. I guess you have to just try and apply as much pressure as you can, try to force them to score early, or if they don't score, beat the hell out of them.
Yeah, so I do have a feeling the blitzer in the middle of the pitch by the number 7 scatter is the tackler. Yeah, so I think the blitzer at the bottom of the screen is the guard.
That's only a 4+ into the cage now, just saying. Although I'm guessing the gnome that is the corner of the cage is the guard gnome, which is...
Yes, that is the little circles of the Beastmaster, so they have the guards.
exactly where it needs to be to turn it into a 1-die block.
I got 33, 35.
And if you... doesn't have block though, so 4+ looking for very 4s if you have tackle, 5s if you send a normal guy in.
I suppose even if you do manage to pop the ball, Fox will just sidestep into the
Yeah.
2 rows of gnomes, and you should be okay with the bounce.
And whoever you send in is probably getting crowd surfed. Cards.
Right, it looks like a blitz is being declared. They are hitting the guard gnome on the corner.
Oh, I like it.
That is a POW. I can see a POW.
But there's also a push. And there's a witch elf. They have a skill called Frenzy, Philip.
there we
I
go,
don't know if you
yes,
ever used
yeah,
witch
yeah,
elves
yeah.
before.
I would take the POW because, you do not want to be counter-surfed.
And I think it's probably going to be 1 dice as well. And they have wrestle. So it's not.
Take the POW.
Are you on 2?
And he is slightly higher armoured as well. So he is armour 8+.
Okay. Looks like the POW has been taken.
I see, that's a massive mistake.
Okay, the dice cup has been moved. I'll just go and fix that.
Just Phil. So I think it's safe to say the armour wasn't broken. So yeah, I was about to say earlier, I quite like that. If you can't go for the ball, I think the Beastmasters are pretty good, let's be honest. With the guard, it's such an annoying feature to try and get the ball. If you get rid of one, even for a turn on the
Oh,
stun.
there we go. We've started off, and straight away a 1 has been rolled. That was on the take route for the tree. We are slowly but surely burning through.
That's 2 rerolls now.
Yeah.
If my memory serves correctly. CJ still got his in the bank. I assume CJ will be on 3 rerolls. Let's have a quick look. Draw my top play at home.
Okay, but the tree has come in and has done a blitz, has broken armour, and it looks like it is a Kaz.
Yep, so CJ on 3 rerolls.
That is
Yep,
a
so the
miss
Kaz.
next game. So, as we move into overtime, it will definitely be at least 10 hours.
And as we go into 3rd season now, we'd only be badly hurt. With a new updated casualty table.
Oh, that is another root on the tree. I think he's just going to have to eat this one. Yep.
That's, again, not an awful position there, is it? It's holding that flank and it's close enough to the centre.
It looks like the gnomes are just going to reposition back to the middle of the pitch. The push down the top of the screen has been courted. Obviously, no dice will be rolled until the ball has moved. Now we just have a nice cage in the middle of the pitch, flanked by 2 trees. One can't move, but that's not going to make too much of a difference now.
Reactive move, mate. You should know this by now.
And Takedown Terry is going to try to live up to his name. Here we come with the 2-die block. It is a push, it's just a push. But at the moment, Takedown Terry is holding up that entire flank.
What a hero. So, of course, available for anybody to purchase if you have a cool cash in your pockets. Let's have a look, see how much he costs. Oh, handily doesn't tell me. But for my powers of deduction, I think he is 110,000 gold coins, if you had me.
Good value for money. I think I know the answer to this question. Is there any story behind Takedown Terry's name except for alliteration?
Well, he has wrestling tackle, so he takes things down.
Yeah.
And he does what he says on his tin.
I thought that would be the answer, but it's always nice to ask.
But again, he's only armor 8+, so he is can quite well. For Gnome, he's positively armored, but for most people, he is usually a one and done, and then gets punched and dies. Yeah, well, they're just doing a bit of position. So at the Waterbowl, there is in the second season the option to have customizable mercenaries. We don't have it fully customizable, but we have a pool of pre-selected mercenaries that you can use. We've tried to make them useful, so a lot of them will have block or wrestle or dodge with relatively reasonable prices, just to give teams an option, just to shore up the numbers or give them a bit of reliability with the inducement money.
Takedown Terry has some friends now. A blitz has come in to take him down.
And by friends, do you mean people who don't like him, enemies?
It is 2 powers. Is this going to be enough to take him down forever?
Oh,
I think that is not through.
no, those are 5, but we assume these are the 2. That was a dodge. Good. So I'll block onto the normal gnome, the normal gnome. 3.
Push so far. Ooh, who knows what it could be.
Oh, I think the bottom was a power actually. So that's nice. And that is on the Beastmasters, so yeah, it's that with guard. Jim tactically having a rounded model, so you don't know where he goes to.
That is through the armor, and that is a KO. This is what CJ needs to be doing, because unless you can make a dent in these gnome numbers, they are just going to grind down the pitch over a turn. Oh, that is a power use of the upper.
That is indeed. So yeah, I think that's probably definitely good call from Jim there.
Yeah.
Keeps the gnome on the pitch, the gnome with guard.
I always feel bad, but if I'm playing elves and it's a tournament, Apple gone on the first KO, because you need every elf on the pitch.
Yep, definitely.
It always just feels better if it is a blitzer as opposed to a lineman.
On your scaling team, know who's allowed to use the Apple? Anybody? Or do you have to have the words gutter and running?
They have to have gutter and runner and maybe storm and vermin in their name.
Oh yeah, especially in the third season where they... So, Jim coming straight back. What's he...
Okay, chat, how do you think it's going? Do you think Jim is playing it well and just slowly grinding down the pitch? Or would you have been a bit more aggressive? As CJ has just pointed out, the stop spot symbol means that tree has been rooted. And the extra dice just really hammer home the fact that has taken root. It's good to see that the opponents are still having fun. This may be the Prem final, but they are enjoying themselves. Blitz from the tree,
5 to
coming against the guard blitzer. It's a guard tree against a guard blitzer. Comes in, and that is a POW. Just gonna flash him back, and I guess follow up and tag a bunch more elves. Through the armor. No, just prone. Barney's out in Element Games. I believe he's checking in on the Chumps final to see what the score is and who is close to being crowned our 2025 Chump. Barney, what is happening in the field with the Chumps?
Oh, thank you, because I was been in the field with the champs. I was with the chumps. So yeah, we've got the four-way dungeon ball rather. We have some elves with a touchdown. We have some humans with a touchdown, and the Skaven and the other humans with 0. So there's a ball being popped loose, but there's lots of players from lots of teams around it. So
This is
absolute carnage. Anything could literally happen. I
quite
think.
exciting because last time I checked, I believe Adam had the ball and was looking close to score. So it looks like some sort of shenanigans has happened. How is Adam looking? Is he okay?
He's looking worried and stressed. So I would say not okay.
Well, you've not missed too much here. The unrooted tree has just knocked down the blitzer, and the gnomes have pushed down the.
Oh, okay. So we're back up the top of the screen
the
again.
top side of the screen.
Oh, okay.
Yes. Oh, dodge skill has been used. There we go.
I'll take down Terry, still holding that bottom flank. This guy is just a machine, isn't he? CJ cleverly has left his non-dodge blitzer on him. Boom. I'm not entirely sure about this. There's a lot of elves in the bottom of the pitch, isn't it?
Yeah.
On that bottom flank.
Takedown Terry is good, but
Is he 3 elves good?
do you think that CJ has accepted he's not going to get the ball back and he's just trying to take down Terry?
That's interesting.
Well, looks like takedown Terry is down, and here comes the armor roll.
So yeah, so it wasn't a break.
No, but
Ooh,
that
that's
has allowed a witch to get into the backfield. All of a sudden, the cage will need to look a lot more secure.
I think that might just be alignment. She's got no hula hoops, so I think that's just alignment. So the witches are at the top of the screen by the 7, and I think at the back on the between the 1 and the 3. Oh, we have a Jim Cam. He's just making his first appearance. I don't know if everyone can remember from last season, we had the good cam on Core and David, both had a fine head of hair. Jim's not leaned quite far forward yet, but it looks like he's got quite a fine head of hair.
From here we can see that is quite a fine crown of hair.
Personally, it gets colder and colder every year it touches something cold, so I think I'm definitely thinking, and I do not want to expose on camera. Although we do have a And a little beaky nose pointing out from Jim there. This is what we'd love to see.
Just working out where to go.
Cool. If you just want to give me a shout when we have another player back in frame, and I'll get my interest again. Oh. Almost a full-on stretch from Jim there.
He's planning to switch sides again.
Yeah, so again we have the elf in the middle, but I don't think she's two, which I think that'll be a Dodger Splitzer in the middle from the elves. Well, I think that the Beastman is unstunned now, so he is back in the game as well. Oh, the gnomes have jump up, don't they, most of the basic gnomes? And
Yes, yes they do, which makes them incredibly hard to pin down. And without having to roll a single die, the fox is on the other side of the pitch, and it is just an elf that is holding up that side.
Yeah, so that's the dodge gnome taking an hold on. Dodge gnome tackle, dodge, marking the blitzer. Another bad trade really. You've got wrestle and dodge, so he's looking for straight powers. He wants to dodge away after 2+ without a reroll. Jim thinks better of it.
A gnome in there just to stop takedown Terry from being surfed.
So I think that was a
Here comes the tree on the blitz.
yes.
Another 3-die block.
With the assistance from the fox running in to provide assistance.
No dodge on that elf.
Oh,
That leaves a lovely corridor for Jim to exploit next turn.
but is that a 2-dash blitz on one of the foxes next turn though?
You only need one.
One what? Fox. Okay. Good for me.
Oh, the tree is not following up, but will the armor roll be enough?
Well, that was a rush back as well by the looks of things. Oh, no.
Through the armor, but again, with mighty blow. Just a stun.
Well, you know when you shot me.
So yeah, it's quite a tense, cagey affair, isn't it? Although I was saying earlier about takedown Terry putting too much down, he's doing an absolute job, isn't he? And now it looks like there's too many else at the top of the pitch.
All of this though is just for Jim to equalise, and then we will be going into overtime.
Yeah,
so
it looks like
it is still all to play for.
we're still in 10, so we've still got a fair bit of time left. Okay, yeah, so for those keeping track, that was Jim's turn 6, so it's CJ's turn 6, so Jim now has 2 turns to score, but again, I was saying earlier with the Foxes, they've
I know
moving 8 with 2 rushes and agility 2+. It's, if you can make the rolls, you can make the rolls, they can certainly get there.
I love the cage dive, but turn 7 and 8 with the elves, would you risk the witch elf? Because if you can pop the ball, you can just win there and then.
But then if you don't, so you then weaken it for the draw, it's a great one.
You could lose your witches, which is always.
I mean, not even losing the witches. You got to even just assuming you're down for the turn. It's a lot of position, isn't it? And again, it looks like Jim's got quite the net. So it's not. You say the cage dive.
it feels like if things carry on as is, Jim will score an 8.
So it does. There's a 1 dice with the Dodgeless Blitzer going in. Would you just take a 5+ here?
Yeah.
If it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. So it looks like there's a splat on the Beastmaster. Oh, is that a... Yeah, I thought that was a... so that was to go both down. Jim initially elected not to use wrestle. CJ, ever the gentleman, reminds him that he has block.
CJ is just explaining which skills that witch has, which is block, sidestep, and defensive.
Yes, like I say, not a regular choice, but it's actually not a bad one, especially for protecting your cage and then just being annoying at certain times, isn't it? It looks like Jim is looking at maybe making a break to the top again.
I guess Jim is just looking to not take any risks at all. Just nice, safe Bloodbowl, just walk down the pitch.
Well, let's have a quick look on the...
Yep, so got 20 there. Okay.
good there.
I thought they were
Oh, no. Jim Wise is keeping his head out of my... Oh, there we go. Thank you, Jim. Just so a bit of nose cam. Let's we'll update the pitch in a moment.
Yes, yeah. Completely forgot about that, mate, yeah. Not yet.
So yeah, so there's that one which just in front of the 6 and the 7. I think that is the which we were talking about with the sidestep and the defensive. So not one you really want to hit, is it?
It does also make it difficult to switch down to the top of the pitch because there is a witch there. You could always risk a cage eye as long as you can cancel out the assists. Alright, it seems like Jim is thinking about what to do. There's not been a lot of movement for quite a while now. So
It is a bit of a key. So this is turn 7 for Jim, isn't it? So
you just need to be in scoring range and as safe as possible.
yeah, so it's a strange situation. So he can't hand it off. So whoever has the ball is the one he has to score with. Obviously, the closer you go to one side, the less room he has to play with. So if he goes far on one flank, then all CJ has to do is maybe box out. So, you know, he can dodge, but can he make 4, 5, 2+ dodges? You know, that's when... And then even if then he scores, if he can pull 1 or 2 rerolls out of it.
I get 2 CP.
So I think it's important for people to know, just in case they aren't aware of this, you don't get rerolls back for overtime. So any that you can save can make a huge difference.
Yeah, and I think we're about 3-3 for rerolls at the moment, I believe. So Jim, as you
Jim
see,
is playing with
the
his
hair has
hair.
been curled.
There is some actual thought happening here. This is quite a key turn.
Let's go quick back to the. So that's a failed dodge.
This is a failed dodge, and the dodge skill comes out. It's a 6. It's okay. That is.
If you listen very carefully, you could just hear that sigh of relief was directly from Jim.
Yeah. With that, the corner of the cage is in place, and the fox manages to get into the cage.
So that is the guard on the bottom right of the corner cage, isn't it?
Yeah, and that fox is just in scoring range. It is the movement 8 fox.
So yes, so that is just dodges, and wouldn't it? Would you maybe look to try and pop around for a 2 dice, do you reckon? Or would you?
I feel, unless you can make a perfect line in front of the cage that they can't walk through, which I don't think you can get enough elves for that.
Fair enough.
You have to go into the cage, and then it's just working out the best possible way. What does the other witch have?
Let's have a look, see.
Wrestle and frenzy, because this could be the time.
Wrestle's irrelevant, isn't it? But
If you
oh no, it's not.
if you need to take
Sorry, I'm just thinking. Yeah, I was assumed they had friends, but no. So the fox doesn't have block, so it's as long as you get the ball down, it doesn't matter if you're on the floor either.
your big issue is the guard gnome.
Yeah, that's.
At least it isn't the guard tree. Okay. As it stands at the moment, there we go. That was the exact square that needed to be filled, because otherwise it was just
Jimmy's not that bad of a coach.
quite an easy cage dive. There we go. That's making it a lot harder now.
Are you feeling a bit safer with that now? You
Yeah.
don't feel that's bad.
I don't know who I want to win. I mean, Jim did beat me in the playoffs, so obviously you want the person who beat you to win. But then I do like Dark Elves, and I'd like to see just a little bit of razzle, dazzle,
And everybody loves CJ. So
Yeah.
if in doubt, just smack an elf on the tree.
And then scouts.
So yeah, so this is turn 7 for Jim, isn't it? So
Yeah, up and down it.
fox in range.
At the end of the opponent's shooting phase. No, end of the opponent's turn. If they're not within 6 inches of anyone, you can pick them up.
What's Terry going to do? This is the man, the man, the myth, the legend. Is it worth a dodge out just to try and put some? Oh, he's going for I think if he can get his tackle onto those 2 elves at the back, it's gonna.
he's made the dodge.
If they make that,
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh,
I'll risk it. Pass me out.
so yeah, just 1 shot. I would have loved maybe 1 extra to try and do the rest. Dodge as well. Oh yeah, he's going. Is that a rush?
Oh, yeah, I don't know why I measure
No, it's just not wanting to take the year 2+.
As a merc with Loner, I don't think Terry will be doing anything next turn, because you will not risk it.
yeah, just.
So time for CJ's turn 7.
No, I am not.
Oh. So again, he doesn't need to get a play in range because he's already 1-0 up. So it just needs to.
At the moment, the best I can see is a 5+ into a 1 die.
Yeah. Has he got the movement to go around from the top? I don't think so, does it? Not really. No, it's something.
They're disheartening the fells to
No.
make a screen.
Right.
Yeah, I'm not hoping for that, mate. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10.
Okay, he is cancelling out the assist. He's not sending in the witch, which means he's probably going to send in a blitzer and trust in their armour.
Yeah, I think because with the witch, it's probably going to be a 1 dice into 2 against, isn't
Yeah.
it? So it's. Although it's.
This is a bit of a Hail Mary.
Oh yeah, does he blow up? Does he blow up?
So I assume the blitz are just behind the 3's probably go for the blitz because the other one would have to do a dodge off Terry first.
Looks like it is just a 2-die block to get Terry out of the way, but you are doing a block.
I think
with
one
somebody
of
who hasn't got
them
block.
stood up. I think.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So one. Of them,
CJ is working out. Is there anything else he needs to do first?
so yeah, maybe try and get a bit of.
So 3 rolls minus 1 AP, 1 damage.
Okay, the guard gnome is tapped, but it matters not for the key blitz.
It may matter for.
The catch.
Oh no, off the next
Yeah.
Jim's next turn if I'm trying to get him to a nice spot to
Here we
assist.
go.
Or,
60.
I would say drum roll please, but I'm scared that the Spanish Dave will press the sound box. We're going into the cage. This is the 5+ dodge. It's 4+. Dodge skill.
no,
That is not in. But he's okay there. Looks like we are going to go to overtime.
although he has to do something. So at the moment it's a rush with a dodge. So he has to do a block or something somewhere.
I feel there's enough gnomes to be able to get at least
Yeah.
at least a 2-die block.
Come on, don't fuck me. Make 1 shot. Come on, re-roll in it.
So it's got to be the one in the middle line because remember that is the sidestep witch elf on the at the top of the screen. So yeah, it's going to go through the middle here, I think. Yeah.
It's a push. Okay, the fox has scored. Means we
Okay, so I think he did a blitz with the one in the middle, took the both down, and then the Beastmaster just jumped out of the way.
go into overtime. This is going to be a big roll to see who will receive the kick.
Well, we've got a turn for Cheese Age first.
Oh, so, no, that's true. That's
I don't know
true.
if you're aware, but both coaches do have a full 8 turns.
Ah,
But again, we're interested to see what Jim puts in the middle here.
2 trees are an obvious choice.
Yeah. Does he go for the sidestep fox, or does he just put a illusionist in?
It's the illusionist.
So yeah, I think against Wood Elves maybe, but I think Dark Elves are just not enough players to account for the 4 hits. Is it something you need?
Especially with a good defensive setup behind them. There was so many dodges that you'd have to make.
2 rolls. 1 AP, 1 damage.
Was that?
How many rounds left?
CJ's last turn, and then we're going to overtime. So it's 1-1. It's 1-1, Philip. Let's get the IT professional.
And you know what? I should should have popped it a second ago. I'm going to do the Curiosity stratagem, so it's my +1 to wound. Should have rejected it on the other one. But
Beautiful, thank you very much, Philip.
There was no pressure there. No pressure at all.
So yeah, if you're CJ, what are you going to do? You're just going to smack the illusionist, glitz the Beastmaster, and
Hope for a riot.
I think CJ shrugged, so I think he heard you.
I need to reroll.
How are you feeling, CJ?
Opening.
Have you still got 3 rerolls, CJ? 3 rerolls, CJ? Yep.
How many has Jim got?
Oh, 2 left.
Jim has 2 left,
So
okay.
I've missed one of the rerolls there. That could be quite big then. So if you've got 4 8 turns and say the trees root early, then it's going to be a big call to whether you re-roll that then, isn't it? To your last 1 or 2.
So 5 rolls minus 2 AP, 3 damage.
So yeah, I do wonder what CJ's thinking here. Is he going to go?
Charge.
Well, I assume we just have to play for the riots.
It looks like Jim has gone to the Element Games bathroom, hopefully to recover the loaded die.
Ha ha ha.
I want 1 CJ. Display of my get.
Jim, did you pick up those dice from the bathroom I left for you?
Also get.
Good man.
You do get sabotage. Objective.
So yeah, it looks like CJ's just set up for a riot, isn't he? Nothing fancy.
Kick goes to the sweet spot. And here we go. That is not... Oh no, that's the kick. So
Philip will be excited then. So we're looking for a 1 and a 2.
that is not a riot.
Ooh, what's the other?
Oh, because you've selected sabotage. Yeah, 47.50.
Okay, they just having a chat, and it sounds like they will be playing as fast as they can for the overtime half.
Oh, you get 2. Yeah, you get 2. I get 1.
No one surfed, but the crowd are friendly.
Oh yes, I think it's going to take a 2 dice on the.
Not bad.
Well, that's good. So wherever he goes, it's going to be 2 dice. So.
Okay, it seems like the 2 coaches are playing as fast as they can, and they are switching the format to do golden goal.
So yeah, I think they've agreed on golden goal.
Which means this kick is going to be huge.
CJ's going old school with an actual coin flip.
The coin has been flipped into the dice cup.
No, it's on the
but
pitch.
it's on the pitch.
So it looks like Jiminy has won the coin toss.
Right. Obviously, you have a choice, so I'm guessing you choose to receive.
Yeah.
Okay, so seeing as it is golden goal, now do you go into the cage?
I think he's got to, hasn't he?
Yeah.
And again, he's still got to get it on the fox, get it in range. It's still, if the trees root early, they,
good display of sportsmanship is happening here, where they have just calmly agreed on how they'll end the Prem final.
Scoring one objective, one objective. Yeah, so you mean that one, yeah? Clarify. Yeah.
CJ. So I think CJ's still on 11 players, you know. He's only got 2 elves in the knockout box. I think he had 13. Jim's still just got two dead gnomes, so again he's still on the full 11 and all the positionals.
I am shocked that we haven't seen any Newfoundland yet.
It's
With all of that wrestle, I thought a witch would go down and the boot would be put in, but it seems like it's been a really tight game where they haven't been the spare players to be able to do that kind of thing.
It's a strange one with the gnomes. You have 2 trees, 2 illusionists, 2 beastmasters, take down Terry, 2 foxes. So there's not that many regular gnomes on the pitch. So we've seen how annoying the illusionists can be at holding the sidelines, especially against the frenzy. Yeah, you just don't really have the gnomes really spare, and then there's always the nightmare of the double one straight away to get sent off, isn't there? Which you don't
That's
want.
true, yeah. Looks like we're going to have some quite aggressive
So
play.
this looks a lot more aggressive, doesn't it? So interesting to see if he goes for a short kick or a deep kick.
I'd say you'd have to go for a deep kick and use the fact that it takes them turns to get back.
Yeah.
Or they can send a fox back, but then if they send a fox back, it can't be thrown. It has to cross the line of
It's an
its
interesting
own
one, isn't it?
will.
Yeah, so if you pick up with the fox, it has to score.
Yeah.
Whereas at least on something else. You know what you need in a situation like this? Rodney Roachbait. Just get him in, get his fishing rod.
Played against him at the Stunty Slam, and it was quite a shock. It was that and the Pixie,
Oh yeah, the stubby one.
the teleport stab,
Huh.
which was used just to get deep into my end zone.
Can you advance charge and shoot that?
Nice thing about Element Games is if somebody has had Cherry Aid this evening, you get like a pink quart.
My favourite picture.
What's that?
It's your nose.
My nose, excellent.
It looks like we are good to go.
Yep. Oh, that's nice to see, another handshake. So we've got a 1/2 of Bloodbowl, gold and gold. CJ has 3 re-rolls, and Jim has 2.
Oh,
Oh, we've got it wrong. So,
yeah. It is the elves who have received.
sorry, yeah, we got it the wrong way around. I thought so Jim would win the kick. So,
Some sort of.
looks like a Fisher's ref, I think it is.
Yeah, this will be right because this will take an elf down.
That's
Is-
feels like an acceptable elf, isn't it? It's a blitzer, but it has no hula hoops, so it's all good.
And we're off. So just got to
But again, I don't think
get that ball, make a cage.
it took him a while to get through last time, didn't it? So is Jim. Do you reckon Jim's going to be a bit more aggressive this time with the cage, half dice cage dives?
Seeing as it is golden goal, would you go for it as quick as you can?
I think you've kind of got to hedge your bets, haven't you? I think sometimes if you try and rush too fast, you can get yourself in a bad situation. I think you have to try and aim for that turns 4 and 5, 6 really, haven't you? Just get in position to try and score then. And then if something opens up, you can just run through, but then if still start to break down, you can hold off for a little bit longer.
My concern is that if he waits, there'll be enough time for the wall of gnomes to appear,
Yes.
and he'll just get bogged down like it was in the first half. Although there isn't a wizard this time, which did help pop the ball. If this 2-die block works, it's just pushes.
I think it's just...
That would have made quite a big hole, but.
Oh wow!
Yeah,
To just...
there's-
And again, I quite like that. So he used the actual dodge blitz for the blitz, but pulled him back and just threw an idiot lineman up, which probably isn't going to be key for CJ's play, but Jim has to keep an eye on it. It's still an elf, isn't it?
It is one rush away from the end zone, which means a 2+2+ could score.
If he can get the ball to him, that's could be a big key.
Okay, this is the pickup. The ball has been secured, and now a cage has just been formed around it.
It does look like quite a secure ball there, doesn't it? So, oh, he's even going for the back as
Going
well.
for the full Wenger bus, and I would assume the witch in the middle of the bus is the one with defensive, so that you can't just walk in with
Yes.
guard. It's almost like this was always the plan.
Almost as if he's done this before. And the worst thing is, yeah, if Jim has to tag those front plays, even if he wants to get a half dice, doesn't he? He has to commit at least 2 gnomes. You can't just throw one in now.
As Jim, do you just ignore the elf in the backfield?
I think you have to at least tag him, as you say. If you get some, if you get what are they? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Well, it's 2 rushes, so I think it's unlikely to do a rush handoff this early, but whereas so the takedown man is behind the 2 trees, so yeah, maybe worth with Mr. Terry.
Seems like we've got some drama happening.
There is some merriment going on in the Dungeon Bowl. That looks like a rat ogre has done something either very bad or someone's done very good to the rat ogre in the Dungeon Bowl.
3-die block from the tree.
So I assume that was a blitz. Or was that a block?
It was a
Yeah,
blitz.
it just was a blitz, yeah. I didn't expect CJ to leave something in contact, but you never know.
Ooh, that is through the armour.
Is it?
Still got mighty blow.
Are you sure?
I'm positive.
Okay, just checking. And that's going to be a 6, so that's at least a knock KO.
They're asking about SPP, so this sounds like that was an actual Kaz. That is
Yeah,
that's
that was
12. Yeah,
four
this
Kaz.
is.
CJ, have you got Apple still? So yeah, at this stage, oh yeah. So yeah, so CJ still has Zappo, but obviously at this stage now, last game of the season, so you don't care about next game.
Yeah, this feels like
It's going to be used for the first KO.
yeah, this feels like a tournament. This is you will spend the coin of your players' lives just to get you the victory. And then,
Also,
and then
Jim is putting.
whoever's left can lift the trophy.
Hold on. That
Move
noise
the tree.
from Jim makes me conclude that that's a rooted tree.
Yep.
And with 2 rerolls, This is a big decision.
So it's 55.
Sounds like the choice has been made to let the tree take root.
So we can say goodbye to the tree.
I think that is changing what his plan was.
Yep. So again, we saw him pull the 2 players forward, but I thought it's
We have some breaking news. A picture has been taken, and it seems that Spanish Dave has won the Dungeon Bowl. If not, he's posing with the trophy for some weird reason.
I've done the most reactive moves.
So yep. So Jim initially was going to put in a couple of players, but decides against it now.
One gnome comes back. Oh, two gnomes are back just to.
So that's the move fox and the dodge beastmaster.
Okay.
Spanish Dave won 2-1, got 2, Luke got 1, and 7.
So 2-1-0-0 for the Spanish Dave in the championship. Well done, Dave.
So yeah, I wish you used plastic glue. I have to use super glue.
Okay, but still.
Hey, 10 servings now, Jack. Outlasted every single game that's been on so far.
I will take it for your coffee.
So for his championship, Dave won a Bluey shampoo. Jim, having 2 young children who love Bluey, has begged him for the shampoo, and Dave, being the nice man he is, has let him have it.
It's almost like
Jim?
the Trump's prize is worthless.
Jim? Jim? Good.
Bingo! Do you know the Bluey theme?
No.
Oh,
No.
Right, no.
Like, we're not going to do that, no.
As you can see, there was the prize just interrupting this tense part of the game. We're now getting back to the action. It looks like the Vengabus has moved to the other side of the pitch.
Ooh.
With that tree rooted, there is space to move around, and here comes the blitz.
And that is the, so that's the rooted tree, isn't it? So the other tree
Is
almost out of the game, you've got
out
to
of this
think.
game now, yeah. The elves just punching down one side.
So he's not taking out.
A skull has been rolled.
It looks like a push on the skull.
There we go.
So would you have been tempted to tag the tree, do you reckon, with that line off at the back? Just I know it's out of the action, but you know, it's still in a couple of turns could be relevant.
Like Calgar uses
I don't know, because I feel the elves will try to punch through next turn, so they should be away from it.
Oh, and ever professional, take down Terry. CJ knows the danger he can pose, so he's going to.
So that means there are only three gnomes on the bottom of the pitch, and they are all that stand between the elves and the end zone at the moment. Obviously, the rest of the gnomes will charge across as quickly as they can.
That's the fox screen is right down.
They are not that fast.
Nice to meet you. Any questions or anything? Shall we on Discord? I'm always there.
Saturday, no.
3 times a week.
I was thinking about next event that I'll be attending.
Oh, you got me.
Okay, but again, that is the illusionist at the front of that, isn't it? So that's not bad. And then we have the.
It is so.
I might be able to send that.
It's not perfect, but we do have columns in the way.
Terry's going for it.
pushing one of the elves closer to scoring range, although there are a number of gnomes that will be able to try to punch him down again. There we go, that's the power that is needed. That elf is now no longer a scoring threat.
So, what would you hit on this turn? I think they, the basic wolf in the middle of the pitch, I think you could probably get a 2 dice. Oh, no, you can't because there's a tree in the way, isn't there? So that's... It's an interesting one.
Jim has placed things exactly where they need to be. If you were able to take that gnome down, you do have a clear path though.
Which gnome, sorry?
The one in the middle of the pitch. Yes, that exact one there. It's just it would be a 3+ dodge.
Okay, you're going for the 3+ dodge to hit it for the 2 dice here. You can hit it for a 1 dice, but again, with sidestep it feels a bit of a not great. Well, the ball's fairly safe, isn't it? I think I would be tempted to take the...
Oh god, yeah. No, it was Emperor's Children, that one.
It hasn't got block though.
Oh, yeah.
Exactly, yeah. So I think I'd be tempted to go for it.
Every one of my games has been well close recently.
Depends who he does it with. Does he do it with the dodgeless splitzer, or does he pull it?
Can you send in a witch? No, you'd have to dodge past that tree.
So I think they're both the witches, aren't they? Yeah.
It's just gonna,
And again, yep, so he's going for the 3+ splits on it.
if that's the one. That's
Does he
good.
reroll it? Oh, yeah, he's going for the reroll as well. So he has got
it's
it.
It's in. Okay, so now it's a 2 die, and he needs to take this down. That is a power.
Oh,
that's exactly
that's-
what you needed. And with that, you still have to do a bunch of 2+s, but you are able to run your whole team
I
through.
think. Yeah, so Jim's trying to work out what path CJ wants to take. So yeah, so that's nice to see. So he's taken the spot, which would mean it would be a 2+ dodge. So like, he will be able to jump over the fox. But again, that's no rerolls. Oh. We've had Adam, having lost the dungeon bowl, has decided to take. He's going to take his dice tray and go home.
Yep.
Done. I didn't win, so I'm done.
Okay, here we go. These are the dodges that have to work. The first dodge is through.
So nice headshot.
Okay,
So
now
it looks like the
here comes
fox-
the ball. This is be a terrible
Oh,
time
no,
to
it's-
roll a 1. It is not a 1.
Oh, that's an interesting spot.
The ball is currently exposed. We're assuming that more people are going to dodge through. Yeah, I don't like this. But obviously,
Yeah, it feels like
you see,
if the ball's there, then
CJ is a better coach than me. But I'm assuming he wants.
someone is going to have to be on the a Beastmaster. So he's going to have to tag the cage. That doesn't sound great, but let's see.
Another big dodge. It's fine. Okay, and now somebody has to be on the corner of the cage, and they will be tagged.
Yeah, this doesn't feel great, does it? So I think this is the Wrestle Witch. Oh, babe.
Now, do we think this is on purpose, or was just a mistake made? Because
It can't be a mistake. 'Cause he's,
we've all been there,
yeah.
no?
Oh, yeah, true.
Okay. They are saying that a quarter to we will be going to penalties, and it looks like CJ is wanting to stop that from happening.
So, because at the moment, this, I believe, might be the... I'm just going to have a quick look at the board state, see what
Second-
players are exactly what.
Your reroll has been made. Okay, our roving reporter Barney is off to the board to find out what's happening while we have a great look at CJ's head. A failed dodge there, which is one of the final dodges of the turn, is not the end of the world. So it's all on to Jim. Can he do a cage dive to pop the ball? If not, I think the Witch Elf will just score.
So it's not the witch. So the ball carrier is not a witch elf, that is a blitzer.
Okay.
So the witch elves are the purple ring next to the one, that is the wrestle witch, and the one next to the 6 is the sidestep thingamajig witch.
Seems only options are you could throw a gnome at the cage just to see what happens, and then if not, you're just going to have to cage dive.
The issue with that, if you hit another of your own players, so it would go down, and it's very sunny, remember. So,
And then it'll be
and the trees where they are, they have to take somebody to the trees.
It'll be an uphill cage dive. And while we weren't sure about having the corner of the cage tagged, enough elves have managed to.
So yeah, there's 3 elves
dodge
on
through that
3 gnome players. So take down Terry with the Beastmaster.
There is some way you could do a train.
And yeah, so at the furthermost, there is a guard blitzer as well in the in the 6 players together, next to the wrestle witch. So
If you need roving reinforcements, that's it.
Alex has just come over saying that he is ready to rove on our request.
Anything to stick.
we have denied his request. This is going to be an interesting one. You've got to feel whatever happens, CJ's probably going to go for
Here
the...
we go. We are going in.
That's just a fox.
Take
Oh
down.
yes, there is some
Then they're saying if it gets to force to
chain push shenanigans.
Okay, the chain push is happening.
I think the issue is going to be the next block, because yeah, he wants to get rid of these guard. That's fair enough. Then that's so yeah, Jim not entirely happy with that roll, but I'd say he's the loner, so he can't re-roll that. Well, he doesn't want to re-roll that. So he does get rid of the guard out of the equation. No.
Nope. He's thinking about it.
Yeah, how's he going to get rid of the purple and the guard? Okay, so I think it's going to take a 1 dice with the Beastmaster, yeah.
Here we go. Barney's correct. It is a 1 die block. This is for all the marbles.
So just a push. So that is guard on the ball, and he's not on the defensive.
So
So this is going to be a 1
there's going to
dice.
be a 1 die blitz.
I think it's going to have to be dodged in though, isn't it?
1 die blitz after the dodge for could be the Prem title.
But who's going to dodge?
Well,
You have to do it with the gnome, really, aren't you? So it's going to have to be a 3+.
this wouldn't be for the title. This would be to stop CJ,
Yes.
which would then maybe go to penalties.
But I think it's likely they would let CJ have a turn, I think. But we'll see. Yeah, so he's looking 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for the hits. There is 2 gnome players on the elf currently, so one of them was sidestepped, so to try and push him off could be an issue. If we're still here next turn.
Yeah. I don't know what Jim's thinking. I think he just has to do it. Every die that you add is just one more thing that can go wrong.
Yeah. And Jim does have 2 rerolls. I think he's maybe looking to try and get his second
You
guard.
said the ball is on a dodge blitzer, so
Correct.
So you are fishing for both downward powers.
Yeah. I think you're fishing for power. I think if you're going for both down as well, I think that's just. I don't believe fishing is the correct adjective in
Okay.
that situation.
You are fishing for powers. Will take both down.
Yeah. I think with both down, it's all about the bouncing, isn't it? If the ball can go into the clump of gnomes, you're okay.
Here we go. Is this? This is it, I think.
So this is a dodgeless guy, I believe.
But he's in on a 6.
Oh, he's trying to go for a blitz from the backside.
See, this is where you can see that these players are quite good. I would have just blitzed from the front and just hoped. Whereas instead, more dice have been rolled to try and push it back. Here we go.
So this is a blitz, and I think this is a 3+ dodge.
I believe this is a gnome who hasn't got dodge, but he makes it.
No, I think it's dodge. Does have dodge.
Oh, no.
That is not good enough.
Here we go.
This is the biggest roll of his career. He makes
It's
it.
in on a 6, and now.
I think, is there a rush as well? There is a rush.
And now
2 dice.
2 9. Okay.
This is how the professionals do it.
He has got
Just to
dodge.
push. He has a
He's
reroll
going to
though.
spend the reroll on this.
Do you feel that's a worthy reroll?
Yes. All day, every day. It's a push, and
I
it's-
think
it's
that's a push as well.
okay. And he's sidestepped
Oh, yeah.
forwards.
Sidestep as well. Oh, that's rough.
We might be spared the
But I
drama
think-
of penalties.
I think those extra rolls were probably worth it for the.
I could only see a 1 die there.
Yeah, so-
watching Jim pull 2 dies out there was quite impressive. Now all CJ has to do is dodge out. Sounds.
Where is Terry? Terry is not nearby, so it is a 2+.
There is a sidestep fox in the way.
Yes, so. So I think this might. So it's just doing a block with. I think this might be a witch.
Wow, that's
I think
that's what you
this-
needed.
CJ doesn't want any of these sidestep nonsense. Let's just turn them both down, just in case he gets into a worse position. Oh, and he's gone. So I think there is a little gnome in front of him,
a gnome there,
which is now a
but
2-dice block.
if
So
you
yeah,
can hit it with somebody who's got block, then it's
just Edwell. Yeah, just needs to push, doesn't he? I've got a feeling that CJ might be scoring.
and CJ wins the Prem.
No, you're. It looks like he's going to.
I think they're going to call it.
You have to actually go into the touchdown zone.
Oh, no, get the soundboard.
Okay. I may have been premature, but I think we know what's going to happen.
Oh, do it.
So CJ walks in and gets the title. Well done, CJ. So I think with the lateness of the hour, Matt wanting to go home. No. So we'll have a quick chat with him,
How do you
and
feel?
then we'll let Matt go home.
Wonderful.
Wonderful. Was this how you dreamed it would go?
Yes, in my my deepest nightmares.
Where do you think it went wrong, or was it just a close game that just didn't happen to go your way?
Yeah, I think so. I think obviously the wizard turn, that's a really high variance turn that had some really good luck the turn before, and then the wizard turn didn't pan out. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. And then I had to use 6 players to undo it. But I think Mr. Blackburn played very well and very, very deserving.
Well, it is commiserations, but it was a great game to watch. And how do you feel, CJ?
I feel dirty.
Dirty.
They are cheating elves, and I hate them. I don't like elves, and I win with elves against Stunty. I feel dirty and wrong.
Just want to check. This is your first Prem title, is it?
Yes. Yes, so the only time I'm ever going to win it, thanks to Alex, is against elves, against Stunty with elves. No, I'm not bitter at all.
Thanks, mate. If you let me win, this wouldn't have happened.
Well, that's what I should have done. It was foolish. But he was fantastic.
win.
Coach.
Let me win.
That was some top quality gnome play.
So we'll let Matt get off then. So we'll say congratulations to CJ, commiserations to Jim Jiminy. Fantastic for getting gnomes all the way to the final. And a quick thank you to Alex as well for being the face, even though everybody else does the work nowadays.
But the face is the important.
And earlier, Phil, you were telling me about your
We're going to cut it there. And the podcast's over.
It's now my time to shine. Good night, everybody. Have yourselves an amazing day. And if you didn't catch the whole game, it'll be back on YouTube and on all the other streaming platforms.